Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching this video, whatever time it is. Thank you for checking this out. This is week 5. My name is Drew, week 5 of unedited videos. As of right now, at the time of me recording this, it's about 2:15 in the morning in Milwaukee. So I think Milwaukee is on Central Standard Time. So it's about 3:15 in Eastern Standard Time, which is the time that I started. For today, for me to get to Milwaukee, I worked 2 legs, which is a flight and a flight. I worked one flight from JFK to Atlanta, and then I worked a flight from Atlanta to Milwaukee. And that's 2 legs, which is, even though I finished at 2 o'clock in the morning, that's not bad because I only had 2 legs. Now, granted, it all depends on my rotation. Like the rotation I'm working on right now, I have 4 trips. So JFK to Atlanta, Atlanta to Milwaukee, Milwaukee back to Atlanta, Atlanta back to JFK. That's actually a really solid. I can take that. The hours are really okay. I don't know. I think it's like 10 hours maybe a little bit more, a little bit less. Not bad. Trust me, there's been times when I've had 12 legs, meaning that I will work 4 legs in one day, 4 legs another day, 3 legs the last day. So that's actually 11. And I will work that, and that's in a 3-day. And then, I'll be done. I'll be like gassed out, and doing stuff like that is kind of tiring sometimes. But right now I'm pretty good. I'm up, which is why I wanted to kind of make this video. Something I did want to talk about is pay. So like, it's really not that bad. I'm paid an hourly rate, but it's kind of changes. It's not exactly the same rate all the time. If you want to see the information on how much I get paid, you can literally just Google it and it'll pop up. I'm pretty sure it's one of the first 3 to 5 things that'll pop up, my exact pay. But depending on your airline, you get paid differently. And one thing that's really interesting about that is that I only get paid that amount based on when the door closes and the plane is about to take off, and when the plane lands and it opens up to let passengers off again. So anytime between when passengers are boarding, they walk on a flight, they're storing their luggage in the overhead bins, saying hi to you, taking their time. I'm not getting paid for that. Or I am, because I'm working at Delta, but like most other airline workers or flight attendants are not getting paid for that. So just think about that when you hop on like another airline. People are not getting paid for that time. They only get paid to literally take you from point A to point B when the door is closed. And, just so you know, my number 1 priority is to make sure you're safe. And it's not really to make sure, like, you have drinks or headphones or stuff like that, which I enjoy making sure you're straight. I enjoy making sure you're able to have a good entertainment while you're going from point A to point B. But at the end of the day, and the bottom line of it is I got to make sure you're safe. All right, so just want to throw that out there because I did have an issue today where passengers were like, they didn't really care about safety. They're not thinking about that because that stuff doesn't come across their mind. But they did want to make sure that their service is going to be up to par. Understandably so. So that's that. Back into my life, man, I've had, in the past 3 months, I worked about 115 hours that I just described, which is called, I forgot what it's called. But anyway, it's the time that I worked from flight to flight. Like from taking off to landing, I worked about anywhere between like 110 all the way up to like 130 hours. Mind you, again, with that being said, I'm not getting paid the same rate for people boarding the flight and people taking off, which it usually takes about 40 minutes for people to get on a plane and for us to close the door. And it takes about 20 minutes for people to get off the plane. So that's about an hour on top of each flight that I'm actually not really getting paid for the most part. So, if you look at it, if you want to do some math on it really quickly, the person that's working a 9 to 5, most people that are watching this video, most people that are even listening to this, they're going to get paid, 9 to 5, 40 hours a week, 80 hours every 2 weeks, and that's a check. And then they get paid 160 hours in a month. That's great. 9 to 5 for 4 weeks straight, that's about 160 hours. Great. I get paid the amount that I get paid for let's say 130 hours is what I did a month ago. But that's not actually factoring in the time I'm in a hotel. Like right now, I'm in a hotel layover for 12 hours. That's not counting that. That's not counting the time it takes for people to get on board, the time it takes for people to get off board. That doesn't factor in the time that it takes that I'm sitting at the airport waiting for my plane to get there. So like, you know, I can say I worked 130 hours, but realistically it's more like 200 hours or even like 200 plus or whatever. I don't want to factor. I don't even want to think about it, because I'm just like, man, I'm getting paid, but like, man, I'm really working. I'm working more than I've probably ever worked ever. But I don't feel it. Honestly, I don't really feel it. So it's good because I get to like see new people every single day. I get to be in Milwaukee. I don't think I ever been in Milwaukee before being a flight attendant. So like stuff like that doesn't really matter to me. Like I don't even like, I'm not someone that's money oriented. So it doesn't really matter to me. Like, you know, as long as I'm able to take care of myself and my family and people that I care about, that's the only thing that, you know, ultimately that's kind of like what matters to me. But yeah, just wanted to drop that in for a minute. Anyway, I got my laptop, I got my camera, I got this crazy setup now finally that I can actually like start going out. I'm not gonna always be sitting down here. Like these videos and these unedited weekly reflective videos are gonna be me doing the same thing forever on my layovers. But I really want to start gearing into something like I'm actually able to go outdoors and walk around the city. Because after I wake up, I'm gonna go to sleep in a minute, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna go around Milwaukee and I'm gonna just walk around downtown. I'm gonna go find some food because, you know, there's some type of food in Milwaukee that I can't get in Atlanta or I can't get in New York. So I wanna walk around and see what's around. I wanna see the landscape, and there's things that I wanna show you. I know there's a lot of people here that haven't been to Milwaukee either. And I wanna try to show you that either if it's in a video or a photo or something like that. But that's the aim, you know? So working on that. That's it, yo. It's been a minute since I actually checked in and actually made a video like that. So I know I actually got to double up. I'm gonna make a video here. I'm in Milwaukee. I got a layover in Atlanta or Cincinnati in a couple of more days. And I got my second international trip to Barcelona. My second international trip and my first time going to Barcelona next week in like 5 days. So I'm super excited about that. I'm actually like getting everything together for that. And we'll see how that goes. So appreciate y'all for checking in. It's 7 minutes and I had to make it a little bit longer only because it's been a minute since I actually made a post. I had a lot to say and I kind of like just like want to talk about this, want to talk about that, want to talk about this, and I feel like I can just talk for a little bit longer, but that's everything that I wanted to talk about right now. You guys are gonna see me post something in a couple of more days only because it's been a minute. But yo, I appreciate it. I'm coming up on 8 minutes. If you even made it this far, it means a lot because I know you guys are like really listening. But if you didn't, it's okay too. So appreciate that. I'm signing out. I'll see you guys in a few more days, and until next time.